Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's now officially October. So I have a lovely hot chocolate made by my delightful husband. It is an options because I am doing Swimming World for those of you who are, continuing to watch my videos kind of thing. So it's in my pumpkin mug, which is one of my favourites. That was actually new this year now I think about it. Where did I get it from? Can't remember though, sorry. So I've got an options hot chocolate, which technically is 2 cents, whatever. Mint, delicious, lovely. And I've got my witch's potion out for my pens and my pencils, even better. So yeah, welcome to October everybody. Had some sun today actually, but it's been a bit nippy and a bit raining and a bit wet, should we say. Kids have had to start to use umbrellas and whatnot, which has been fun because I've got a 4-year-old and a 2-year-old, so quite young. But they seem to enjoy it. That's all that counts, right? They get some wellies on, they go splashing in the puddles, and that's what they like. Anyway, I am now safely back from Cornwall when I was working, which is obviously where my last video came from, and I'm back into my normal little desk setup. I've actually done a thing, yay! All through September videos I kept saying that I was going to do my budgets. I've actually done my budgets, yay! And I've actually done some transfers into the Monzo pots, and I'm going to explain those in a second very briefly. And I've got a little bit of cash to stuff. I'm going to have another video after this, which is a little bit of Happy Mail, and I also want to play my Fairy Sparkle game because I want to see if I've got a bit of cash to put into that as well, and I've got a bit of money to put into the Halloween binder as well, so that's probably going to be a different video again, hopefully all this week. Because as you will know if you've watched my videos, the Halloween binder is basically going towards husband's credit card, because we had 2 credit cards, not particularly high by I guess today's standards, but high enough, whatever. We wanted them cleared, we've got rid of mine, fantastic, and now we're working on his. So that Halloween binder really is kind of going towards that. Anyway, that's going to be another video. What I am pleased to say is that, finally I got some budgets done. So for October I know where we're kind of at roughly. I've got to say roughly because the whole working out the food thing is really difficult because I just don't know how much we're going to spend. Sometimes we've got people staying, sometimes I'm away with work, which means that, technically we're eating a bit less. Sometimes we might buy a bit more stuff for the kids, and it's really difficult. So we're still kind of working out what we need in terms of food, and if we overspend, which realistically we do, I think everyone does. Anyway, we need to bring that down a bit too. But I have at least done a fair amount of kind of budgets and stuff now. So I actually started doing this last month, and I do have kind of a spreadsheet that's kind of helping me a little bit with this as well in terms of like the actual figures behind it. But this just reminds me basically what I'm trying to do for the month, but also what's coming in, what's coming out, if I bought petrol, that kind of stuff, or whatever it might be. I did kind of start doing a couple of no-spend stuff last month, but I was like, I'm not ready for that. I don't think we're at that position yet. I'd love to be able to say I'd love to have like a really low, like a high, no-spend month. But there's just too many things kind of cropping around. I think having done the budgets and stuff now is going to help with that, but time will tell. So we've already successfully done one of the first goal rather, which was husband's credit card. We've paid off an extra £200. Obviously we are still accruing some money into that Halloween binder, but I wanted to get it into a chunk basically, and then be taking chunks off of it. It's just easier. But we did do £200 into that, so that's great. Organising October budgets, actually I've done that too, so I should really be ticking that. So I did do that to the best of my ability. My third goal really was I have to start thinking about childcare, saving for that next instalment that's going to come up in January, because we pay termly. Haven't decided yet. We do the government account, tax-free childcare account stuff, so aka you pay an X amount and the government give you 20% back. So fundamentally you're paying 80%, they're paying 20%, because that's how you kind of work it out, or whatever it might be. But I haven't kind of made a decision on that yet. We technically have another payday coming up, so I've got time. These things are things to kind of think about, as it were. But really I want to try and do a little bit this month, a little bit next month, be ready for January basically. But yeah, as I said, haven't got around to that yet. Other goals which are smaller, which is why they're kind of at the bottom here. As I said, doing Swimming World, I want to buy another countdown, so I'm building towards that. The date for the countdown is actually coming up in a couple of weeks, excuse me. So I've actually got until, I think it's this week, to basically buy that Slimming World Countdown so that I get 12 weeks for the price of 10. It obviously attaches to what I'm currently doing, and I think you get a free book, which is a Christmas book or something, or whatever it might be. If I can get free stuff, I want the free stuff. We also need to sort out a window fix, so we've actually had our neighbour come round and have a look at all the windows and whatnot. Unfortunately, he's not given us a quote for any of the work yet, but he is super mega busy too, as all traders are, like 99% of the time, right? So we know that's coming up and we want to kind of get that sorted out. We're also fairly aware that this month we're really going to have to get some more gas in. We went around to the side of the house and had a look at the canisters because we're on LPG, and we're just aware we're going to have to do that. I think it was like £300 or something last time. So we're going to guesstimate it's going to be roughly the same again, but I haven't actually started a gas pot yet. So, we've done two things. I should take that one too, shouldn't I? Yay. We've done two things. We're still early into October, so there's still time, shall we say. So as I said, I have done some of the October budgets. Oh, did that just muck around with the light? Yeah. Oh, sorry. So I'm just going to do a very quick update in terms of what's gone into Monzo, excuse me. So let me see. Those of you who are, obviously coming back to watch the channel, you're going to recognise some of my trackers by now. So we're still doing the 52-week tracker. We're really trying to kind of bolster this a little bit, also being mindful of money and every week and yada yada yada. This week we made the decision that we were going to do £48, which is the highest number we can do into both of them, mostly because we'd had a payday, and we've technically got one coming up quite quickly. So we decided, before we miss it, get that money in there. And these are going to go towards new computers, one for me, one for husband. As I've said several times now, his laptop was absolutely falling apart. We cannot move it. we can't even close the screen, whatever, because it will break again, because the hinges are absolutely gone, and it's really I was talking to him the other day and saying, the way I've calculated this, technically we're not going to finish this until like May. So is your laptop going to last till May? No, probably not. I was like, fine, we've already confirmed we're going to kind of probably combine them anyway, and chuck it into his and then just either start over or continue going, and then the rest would go towards mine. Mine's definitely going to last that little bit longer, so that's good. So as I said, £48 went over into the Monzo pot for this. We've got a Monzo pot each. I have also done a little bit of a top up because I haven't touched these two for a little while. I've ignored our kind of meals and date nights. Sorry, love. But I've actually had a little bit more into days out because we're going to have Christmas stuff coming up. And we've kind of made a bit of a decision that we're actually going to leave this at halfway. It was originally for £200, but we've decided we're actually going to do this halfway. So I've now topped that up to 100. That's where we want it to currently be, and we'll just basically either continue going or see what we spend for, going to see Santa and Halloween stuff and all that kind of stuff, when we do tend to take the kids out. Obviously I say Halloween stuff, I mean, to be fair, I've had the little challenge that I finished, my first ever challenge actually, savings challenge that I finished from the Rocking Witch, which was about £40, and that's going to be used towards pumpkins anyway. So actually maybe we won't need to hit that yet until kind of more your half term, and we'll see. Anyway, we'll see. So £20 went into there. We have also started the uniform fund. So just 10 into uniform. I'm gonna do pink. This saves 70, and this is actually something that we're going to do. Excuse me. This is something that we are going to do twice. But realistically, what we're probably going to find. Well, that looks a bit messy, doesn't it? Sorry. What we're probably going to find is that we probably need to dip into this beforehand because he's only 4. Love him. He's going to keep growing, and realistically, he's probably going to need something before the next school year. Kind of thing. He's going to need a jumper or trousers, or something's going to happen, right? Anyway, you've started it. That's all that counts, right? So I think that's everything in my black binder, in terms of Monzo, excuse me. No, I'll keep the black one over here. I was going to put it away, but I won't put it there. And then in the pink binder, again, just started to get a bit more up together with some of the challenges that I'd started to do, but hadn't necessarily printed out or I'd forgotten to bring with me, which is what happened in Cornwall. So we have added a little bit more to the husband's car stuff. So we added another 25, which is going to make this one to 50. And I think we added 25 to this one. I'm just going to check the figures because I should really know by now, shouldn't I? We did. So we've done another 20 and 5 into that one too. His aren't due as early as mine are, so I kind of left them to start a little bit later. Right, okay, so that's husband's. Finally printed off my little trackers. I've actually been saving for a while now into Monzo pots for these because I knew they were coming up. I do a lot of business driving. I've got a car on, is it HPCCP, what PCP, whatever the heck it's called, where you do the hire purchase thing, hire purchase contract. I should be able to print that out, shouldn't I? Never mind. But I just kept forgetting to print them off. My laminator's not working properly, and I thought, you know what, let's just go with it. It doesn't matter. Everything always goes up every year for me because of the business side of it. So it really doesn't matter. Paper is fine for me. It's all I need it for. I'm going to change colour though. I don't want to use that colour. I'm going to use, let's use a purple, much nicer. Okay, so for my car insurance, I am currently at 125. So 1, 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, and 25. As I was saying the other day, I didn't really think about how my trackers were going to break down for me putting in kind of these £5 amounts. So I have to think about that next time, won't I? So car maintenance, this is definitely going to be higher because this is kind of coming up. I'm almost at my 10,000 miles. So this is at 250. So wow, okay, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 200, 10, 20, 30, 40, 250. Super. As I said, this one's coming up, so I knew that I'd kind of got a little bit further along. Don't know why I turned that off, because put the lid on, excuse me, because I haven't finished yet. Right, car tax. I've only recently started this, which is a bit silly because that's going to come up quite soon in Q2 of next year. I've put in 20, I believe. Oh, where am I at? Yep, 20 into my car tax. I'm not too worried about breakdown right now because I already had a pot for that of about £50. And my breakdown doesn't actually come out until about week 3 of October. So I've already got the pot for that anyway. You know, I'll restart that pot basically. But I don't need to worry about it right now. There we go. So car stuff is sorted. National Trust. So we are National Trust members. We have a beautiful, beautiful place with a house and gardens and a lake and everything around the corner from us, which is called Stourhead. And we quite frequently go there as a family. It's absolutely beautiful there. More of an intention to use the cards than we actually have, which is always the way, right? But I decided, you know what, I want to try and be prepared for when it's going to renew next year. Excuse me, I'm so sorry. I'm still poorly, guys. I'm sorry. I think I've been poorly every single video I've ever done. Anyway, so I just made up a very quick National Trust. I did laminate this one because it is something that we'd want to keep going. And I don't know, I just felt like making it flowery pretty. Let's put it that way. So we have got £40 into National Trust. So we will go, 1, I'm going to do ticks, 2, 3, and 4. Lovely. So that will save 160, which is what we're going to need, or I'm kind of guessing we're going to need 160. In fairness, I think that's what it was last year, so it's going to go up actually, isn't it? Oh well, I didn't think about that. Never mind, too late now. And then green bin, as exciting as that is, because, you know, we're all adults now and this is what we have to do with our lives. Green bin, I've started thinking about that too. So at the moment we've put 10 in. So we're getting there. At least we've started the pot, right? I did make some trackers for the gas. No, the boiler service, excuse me. We've only just had a boiler service done, literally like a week or so ago, I think. So I'm actually going to start redoing this again, probably as of maybe next month. I don't know. We'll see how it ticks. I have worked out budgets. Just off the top of my head, I can't remember. Sorry. Home insurance is coming up in November. I'm not going to start worrying about sorting a new pot for that until we basically bought the current one, and we'll start saving for next year's basically, but that's coming up next month. And gas, as I said, we've gone out and we've checked it. We think we need it. However, we haven't actually got round to buying it yet. We don't really know how much it's going to be, and there's no point in me starting a tracker knowing that we're literally about to kind of buy some, so I'll wait until after we've finished. And we normally buy that about twice a year or so anyway, so okay. I have got a mortgage overpayment tracker, which I actually thought I was never going to get to use. It's from the Queen Bee Makes. It's really cute. It's super, super cute. I know I've scribbled all over it, so I'm really sorry, guys. But it is actually really, really super, super cute. Is that showing up? Yeah. We have actually started doing a tiny bit of mortgage overpayment. But I'm going to wait until it gets to a little bit more of a rounder number, is the way I'm going to put it. And then start colouring in some of these, I think. But I figured, well, I guess I could actually, because we've got an oddsy number that we're doing. That's the weird thing, and you know, the part of me that can't stand to not do a whole number just wants to do whole houses. So I don't know how I do £8 when I've said it's going to be £10. Well, whatever. But yeah, as I said, technically we've started doing that, but I'll actually come back to that. So that was all the Monzo side of things. So that was purely because I'd actually got myself up together. I knew what I wanted to put into pots, and I made sure I got my trackers down that I'd already made up on Canva. You know, it was just getting myself organised, really, wasn't it? As is always the way. Right, let me see. So we've got a little bit of cash to do as well. So out comes my cat purse. Okay, so we have got a little bit of notes, a little bit of cash. That should be all of it. Right, okay. So, oh, if I can get this over here. Sorry, guys. We have got 20. 40, 60, 70, 80, 85, 87. There's 7 for a reason. I've got a couple of 50s, a couple of 20s, and then some change. Now, as if by magic, I already know that this changes a 49p because I might have prepared this one earlier. I just wanted to make sure I had a bit of a clue. So I know it's 49p, and obviously that's going to go into my money saver. So let's put these, I'm trying to make sure I don't push everything out of screen like I did last time. So I could probably move that cash over. Oh, that's perfect, perfect. Right, excuse me. Tell you what, I'm just going to have a sip of my drink. I hope everyone else is doing okay. Actually, I'd love to know, am I the only one who's been sick for like weeks upon weeks upon weeks? This is crazy. I do get poorly. I'm kind of a bit of a poorly person, I suppose. So I do get a lot of colds and head colds and throats and tonsillitis and all sorts. But I seem to have been ill for weeks. Is that how life is now? So my 20p tracker, I have got 40p to put into there. As I did last time, I'm actually going to colour these in away off of screen, excuse me. Oh dear. Flying things around, and why am I putting that away? I'm going to use it again in a second. So I've got 40p to put into here. This one is just one that I made up again, and it will save £10. And once it gets to £10, I'll probably put it in the penny challenge or something, because it's going to take me forever to do penny challenges with just the shrapnel. And technically this is still shrapnel, right? I don't know. Originally I'd said I was going to probably chuck it into the kids' accounts, but the kids' accounts are fairly healthy, so you know what? No, I think it's going to go into the penny saver, and then I'll decide what I'm going to do with that. 50p's, I've got 3 50p's. So we'll do, I think that might be that colour. So let's do it over here. 1, 2, 3. Okay. What I might do is, if I've actually got enough 50p's going on there, I might swap those out for a £5. But certainly not something I'm going to do right this second. Oh, I'm so glad I got this jumper on. I'm getting really cold now. It's really starting to get that way. Okay, so penny saving, I have got 49p, as I said. You know, I'm so far with this one. Not. So 49p. Pretty much anything I've got nowadays, I think. You know what? I'm pretty sure I can probably put that amount in. But yeah, I'd like to start hitting some of the bigger numbers, really. And the only way I'm going to do that is if I start putting in some bigger coinage. Because I just don't get that much change. Every now and again I try and save it up a little bit. But yeah. Oh, I did get given by my beloved husband a plastic £1 coin. I don't know if you guys can see that. Am I bringing it up to the camera? Is it going to focus? Kind of. No, not really. Yeah, plastic £1 coin. I was like, oh, thanks, darling. Yeah, that'll work. He's like, well, you know, chuck it into your penny saver. Yeah, thank you, darling. So I am. It's going to go in my penny saver. Oh, I left the bag in from last time, did I? Oh, that's not very good. Right, let's get these out. Oh, that was ready for if I... Okay, fine. But because it's getting so full in here, this is because I was just thinking about, excuse me, maybe cashing out a little bit, but I don't really want to do that. I want the big pile at the end. It'd be a nightmare to count those. So there was my plastic pound, yay. And my 49p. Okay. There's me thinking this tin was going to be big enough. Ha 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 ha. Okay. Oh, can't even get the lid on it. Right, okay. Oh, it's all going wrong. Right, okay, so that's my penny savings. So I've done my 2 trackers, penny savings. That makes sense. We did that one. Right, slimming rod results. So actually, I've got 2 weeks to put into this. I've been a bit behind. I'm sorry. Just to be clear. Sorry, I'm not even speaking properly now. This is a little tracker that was made by Lisa. I'm not sure how I ended up having this. I think it was probably in a little bundle that I bought from somewhere, or maybe it was included with something. I can't remember. Certainly it hasn't been a happy meal. I haven't bought it. So, but it's a lovely little tracker. And I thought, you know what? I'm going to use that for my swimming world. I've basically got 12 weeks. It works perfectly, yada, yada, yada. And what I'm doing is for everything that I lose, I'm doubling it. Everything I gain, I'm doubling it. Haven't decided what I'm going to do on the maintain. Maybe I'll put in around 5 or something. I don't know. But basically to save up for some clothes, bras, etc., for when I'm a little bit thinner. But when as I said, I've got let's see what colours I pick. I've done a purple, haven't I? Stick with kind of Halloweeny maybe. Orange and purple, blue. Let's go blue. Sorry guys, I've got 2 weeks to put into this. I've had some crazy big numbers, which has been ridiculous. And actually on week 3, I lost another 3. Crazy. Week 4, woo, no, let's change colour. Week 4 did slow down a bit. Yay. Oh, that's a bit lighter than I thought. And I only lost £0.5 pound. Now I say only because that's really not fair. I'm super pleased. I'm so pleased with this. It's ridiculous. Within a month I've lost over a stone, so fantastic. But more importantly, I can put lots of money in. Yay! So 3 doubled 6, 50p doubled pound. So obviously that's why we've got the 7. So I'm going to chuck the 7 into here. Just going to make sure. No, I was just making sure I couldn't do anything to break up some of the change. So 2. And 7, lovely. Really pleased with that. Really pleased with that. As I said, back on the swimming rod. Sorry if I'm banging on about it a bit. I do apologise. I don't really mean to. I'm going to use a different. No, I'm going to use the same colour. I want to do the countdown, and it's literally coming up. So I'm putting £20 into this one because I want to make sure that it's done. Let me just see. So I just put a £20 note in. Yes, I'll just put a £20 note in. So I'm going to need 60 for that one. I've got 110 left. Might have to look to do that next week or something along those lines. But yeah, that's going to get used fairly soon as well. That again is the Little Moons budgets. Everyone does this carousel cash, and I've always loved it. And I got it as part of a Whoopsie bundle. That was it. Sorry, part of a Whoopsie bundle. And I was like, I'm so pleased. I can't believe I got it. Yay! When I've actually finished this one, I'm gonna get out the. Is it Crack the Code? Which again, everybody does. I've always loved it. I've always wanted it, and that was in the Whoopsie bundle too. And I was like, right, yes, I've got some of the best ones. Great. Sorry, I'm getting excited over crazy things as per normal. I have got £10 to put into War of the Worlds. So this is something I'm doing with my hubby. A little bit of a date. We don't go on a lot of dates. An overnight stay somewhere. Obviously go and see the nice show. Have some drinks, have some food. But I want us to have a decent amount of spending money so we can just really enjoy ourselves. We just don't do this kind of stuff. So I've got another 10 to put into there. Let me just see. I'm pretty sure I've got around 40 in there, haven't I? Wonder if I'm going to have a cash problem. We'll see. Right, so I'm going to put 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Lovely. Again, just little trackers that I made up myself because I thought they were cute and because I love my husband lots and lots, and so it kind of meant something to me. It called to me, people. It called to me. Can you tell we're only recently married? So there's 10 going into there, and then I'm actually starting a new one because we've got another date. Yay! Not an overnighter. It's actually going to see the Stourhead place I was talking to about just now. They always do some Christmas lights. We've always wanted to go, and this time we've actually booked it early enough that we can get a reasonably priced entry, should we say. So I've already paid for that. That's absolutely fine, but we're going to want some spending money just to, I was going to say have an ice cream, not in the winter, I'm not going to. Have a hot chocolate, have a hot dog, I don't know, whatever it is that they might have going on there. and just to have a nice time. Maybe we'll go for a meal first or something. I'm not really sure. But either way, wanted to save a little bit towards it. So I'm using, this is the We Got This Studio printable, which is why it's really dodged because my laminator just started to eat it up. But it's a money tree basically. So I have counted as 30 apples. I'm going to do £1 an apple, and that's for our Christmas lights date basically. So I've got 10 to put into there. This is going to leave me, I wonder if I'm going to have a problem. Right, 1. Oh dear. 2, 3. Oh, I can't leave that like that. 4, 5, 6. Is that 1? 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, do you know, I'm going to have to count that to make sure there's actually 30. Right, okay. So, yeah, just trying to forward think a little bit. Makes a change. This is why I love this kind of stuff. It just gives you an option of thinking, you know what, instead of having everything come out in one lump sum in 1 month when things are just, you don't want that. It's just wonderful. I'm so glad I started this. I'm also going to do a birthday bonanza, which is my husband's birthday saving. I have got a little bit in Monzo already for this, but I have ignored it for a little bit as well. So in actual fact, I have got £10 in here and £50 in Monzo. Actually remember to put in one of my place cards, although I need to print off some more. But we're going to do, this is not going to be favourable, is it? So we do 1. Right, okay, let's do 1. Let's see where it takes us, shall we? Right, let's get, come on, I know I've got one in here somewhere. Yep, here we go. So 1 of my coins. So I'm going to start with the top one. Oh, did I not scratch that off properly? Right, start with the top one. Oh, it's a 1, 15. Oh, 15. Okay. Now I made this tracker, but I can't remember where anything is. Oh, do I do another one? Or should I see if I can root out some change? I'm sorry if that's doing a shine on the picture, guys. Should I do another one? No, I did have some 5s, some 10s. I think there might even be a 20 lurking in here because I can't actually remember what it saves now. That's terrible, isn't it? You know what? I'm going to do another one. Let's see what happens. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Thank you, fate. Oh, I wish I could remember what I'd actually put on these. Right, that worked out extremely well, if I don't say so myself. Absolutely, superbly well. I hope I'm scratching that on screen. I've just realised. Yes, okay. Can never quite work out the dimensions sometimes. Right, let's put that away before I lose it. That worked out exceptionally well. Not sure I wanted to put 20 in today, because I was going to do some other stuff. But okay, fine. We'll go with it. We'll go with it. This is what, you know, the gods, the Norse gods, are telling us, because that's the way I roll. Right, so there's nothing else in here. There was one, I was going to do, I could put that over there now. I was going to do one in the pink folder. Yep, that's right. So we are starting a birthday party kind of fund. I don't really know why, because I'm not sure we're actually going to have that much. Oh, there's a 10. Excellent. Oh, I can break it up a bit. Okay, fine. What was I going to do? Yes. Excellent. I'm going to put 10 in there. That's going to make it 20. Sorry, we are kind of starting this tracker with the idea of getting a bit of a birthday party fund going, but we're not going to be really saving that much before we need it. So I don't know. Maybe I'll reassign this and do something better with these cards, but it seemed like such a good idea at the time. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 20, and I've completed this one. I'm going to do a smiley face. Completed this one. Yay. Right, okay. So it'll be the next cards. Thank you. So this is from We Got This Studio. This is one that I purchased because I just loved it to bits. And it's obviously a little miniature kind of owl collection and has a lovely front card. What do we call these? Dashboard, maybe. Yeah. She does a lovely Christmas version of this as well. But I love the owls. I love the owls. My list loves owls too. So I was like, no, I'm going to go with that one. There we go. So that does mean I had, yes, I remember. Sorry, it threw me off putting the 20 into the birthday one. Never mind. I also wanted to do, since we've now done the pumpkin challenge and that's all ready to go, we're now going to start our little stocking, basically. So this is for the kids' stockings. I'm going to use something that came from the, oh dear, got some stickers in here as you can see, ready for the kids. I'm going to use the Little Mean Budget's Christmas market ticket that I also got in the Whoopsie bundle, I believe, and I'm just going to keep it on my Christmas tin because I like it, and why not? Probably end up with other stuff in here too. So the idea of this one is literally, it's like a little Christmas market ticket, and you obviously save the numbers in the barcode. So it's going to say 45. That's probably more than I actually need for their stockings. They're only small. Maybe I'll put it towards advent calendars and stockings, to be fair, because we're going to get them slightly nice for advent calendars whilst they're young, and you know, yes, they love chocolate, but they're going to have so much chocolate, it's unreal. So I'm going to put the whole 10 in there, I think. So I'm going to do the 1 and a 9. And that'll be 10 in my pot. I am going to have to fold the note. Sorry, everybody. I know nobody likes that. But 10 into my Christmas. So that, I believe, was absolutely everything I was going to do. I did pay a little bit more into the bit than I wanted to, because I was kind of hoping I might be able to either do something into my 100 envelope challenge, or just save some back to put into the Halloween folder or something, but it doesn't matter. It's all going into the right place. It really doesn't matter. So thank you so much for watching. Another long video from me, because I just cannot seem to stop talking. I am looking to do some more videos as well. Let's stop twirling that, I'm sorry. I am looking to do some more videos as well. So as I said, I'm looking to do a little bit of a happy mail, because I have bought something, because I can't help myself. I also want to do some more into my Fairy Sparkle game, which I absolutely love, and I've been dying to put some more, and I finally put some money aside for it, which again is we got this studio one again. You're going to see a theme here, because I don't really have that many pretty trackers and stuff from people yet. Yet she says, because I'm building it up. And then I'm going to do some money into Halloween binder as well. I'm just going to keep it separate because this video is long enough, right guys? Sorry. Thank you so much for watching. If you do like, you know, please like and subscribe. Any comments, I love a comment. I actually did have someone ask me where this purse came from, and honestly, I can't remember. But I promised I was going to find out, and I haven't found out for you. Oh, Nemesis Now. There we go. I should have known. Excuse me. So it's actually a Nemesis Now purse. If I can still find it anywhere for sale, I will maybe do a link for you guys or something. I don't have an affiliate or anything like that, just so that you guys know where it is. But yeah, I love cats, and I have a little bit of a dark personality, should we say. A little bit of alternative. So yeah, that's what I use for my purse. Anyway, thank you very much, guys. Do take care, and hopefully I'll see you soon. Bye.